Hey, I'm back. It's been 3 years. I know I said sorry back in the latest video I made, which was 3 years ago. I was still a kid back then, like I was around 12 because I'm 15 right now. Yeah, I was just like really motivated. I thought I could do everything, especially on YouTube. I thought I could get famous. Those like inspirational little kid's mind. I used to have that also. But then the more I became, the more I became aware of the reality. I realized that it's not the easiest thing, obviously, as I thought. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm back right now, and I'm pretty sure that's all that matters. Currently, I'm 15, as I said. Lots of things changed about me. Puberty first got me, so my voice changed, my appearance changed. I got a few pimples. I grew taller though, like I'm around 173.5 centimeters right now. So I guess that's pretty decent. Oh, and I also moved back into Korea, which is my home country. Now you might be saying, "Wow, that's great! Like you moved back to your home country. That must be great for you." Well, actually, I would say not really. Sure, there are some positive, you know, positive aspects on move, like positive aspects to moving back to your home country, but like I find it kind of negative overall. Like, don't get me wrong, there are lots of positive things, like meeting my relatives and getting access to lots of goodies. Well, goodies, I say. Goodies much easier than when I used to be in Vietnam. So those are some positive things I can name like off the top of my head. But one of the biggest negative facts that leads to me saying that moving into Korea is not the greatest thing is the education. Now, the education is absolutely atrocious. Maybe I'm saying this just because, maybe I'm saying this because I got used to international school's way of teaching for 5 years, but since I moved back to Korea, I've been struggling to get used to the curriculum over here because, well, first of all, it's a public education type of school, so it's kind of different. Well, it's actually really different from the school I've been studying for, which I do understand. Which I do understand, but like the curriculum here, I feel like is not the greatest. Like, and when I say it's not the greatest, I'm saying it's one of the worst. Considering this is Korea, and South Korea is known to be one of the most advanced countries in the world, as far as I know. Like, at least in like top 20s, I should say. So the reason why the education is bad, well, I've only experienced it for 10 months and well, it's not really even 10 months because of the whole COVID situation happening right now. But I still do have some experience in going to public Korean school. I could say around like at least 1 month I've been there. If you exclude the time we took lessons through online Zoom classes. So what's so bad about Korean education? Well, first, the competition is absolutely insane here. And I'm not even exaggerating, it's insane. Like all the students in middle school, they talk about like which college they have to go to already. So when they talk about college, they talk about high school, and when they talk about high schools, they talk about their grades. Pretty much that's all they talk about, and holy crap, that's boring. Let me tell you that, that's so freaking boring, mate. All the kids in my age, they only talk about their grades, they compare to someone else's, and when the big exam is over, sure, they play for like a day or two, but then they go back to like studying, and like, dang, there is no freedom here. Like, I expected there to be like, s- I know it gets kind of intense once you get back into Korea. Like, this country was notorious for its insane competition. Like I wasn't expecting this much. I thought they would give like a bit more freedom. Like like for example, in international schools, you can attend like triathlon, um, basketball game with other schools. Now I know this is a public school, so you can't expect something like triathlon, but like they could try to do something similar to it. And maybe it's just me having less experience in this school, but like still I feel like they can definitely improve on their public education because right now it's not in the greatest state, I should say. Once you get like no, actually not once you get, you can try to go to like really famous universities such as Seoul, Yonsei, and Goryeo here. It's really hard. It's like to go to the Seoul University, you have to be like 0.1% of the class. So so that should pretty much tell you how intense the competition is. And we also have this test called Sunun at the end of our high school years, almost at the end of our third high school years. And oh boy, that that is tough. This is really tough. Like Western or other countries should have a test that's somewhat similar to it called SAT, I'm pretty sure. But like Sunon is arguably harder than that, I would say. And it's just really hard overall. I'm struggling and maybe you guys can tell, but my English speaking skills are also degrading and I'm just full of worries right now, not in the greatest mood. But hey, I decided to come back to YouTube and make this video. So, and talk about some of the problems and some of the changes I have. So I'll try to go for a positive video, next video that I'm going to make. This was just some kind of an update of the situation I'm in right now. And yeah, it was nice seeing you guys. See you later.